Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite. And this is July 9th, 2025. Today, I wanted to do some energy work specifically geared toward the Ice Cube Observatory. And if you don't know what that is, it is the largest direct energy weapon facility on the planet. And it works with the HAARP and the CERN. And it's all about weather manipulation, weather modification, and how to hurt humanity. So, what I've done today, I have worn my Special World Enlightenment shirt with the dolphins because Ice Cube Observatory, it's all about water, ice, water. They are at the South Pole. So I thought I would ask the dolphins to join us and help us amplify our energy work. So for those of you that are going to participate, if you've got your crystal, go grab it, hold it. It's going to amplify our work. We're going to create a bubble of light and put all this energy work in the bubble and put a huge Earthkeeper crystal underneath this bubble of light to amplify our work even more. So as I'm doing the energy work, I'm going to ask that you send energy into this bubble that's in the center of the circle we're creating. And then actually imagine this happening. Now, for this energy work, I have done a lot of detail. The more detail you have when you do energy work, the more profound it's going to be. So hang in there. All right, let's get started. So for those of you who are going to participate, sit down, sit straight up, and I want you to take a deep breath and exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God. You fill up with your divine essence. And as you're doing that, I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I seal you all in the pink flame of love. And I'm going to call to your teachers, guides, and masters, the whales, the dolphins, the cosmic beings, all the divine beings that work with you, and invite them in to amplify our energy work. So imagine we're all connected in this huge circle with this big earth keeper in the center. And we're forming this bubble of light. We're all connected through our heart chakras and our divine intent for world enlightenment. So let there be light. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, feel that high energy come through you as you reconnect to the Creator. Allow it to flow down your arms, out your hands, into the center, and all your chakras, forming the bubble of light. And again, in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, and if it is your will, O Creator, I command. I call to Michael the Archangel, Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, all the cosmic beings and the Creator, to cut all ties between the Ice Cube Observatory in the South Pole and the Hadron Collider Project, which is also called CERN and the HAARP Project, along with whoever is wanting these projects to work, including all money investors, the Council of 300, all governments, any university, and all militaries. As we cut the ties to all involved, we call the violet flame through all the cells, atoms, molecules, DNA of all the electronic equipment to clean it up. Now we reconnect it all to the Creator, filling it all up with divine love. We command it to be neutral and no longer function. We call the Ganesha to put up many obstacles up to block them from working with each other, whether it's using direct energy weapons on innocent people, the Ice Cube Observatory, or opening demon portals from other dimensions, the CERN. We call to the symbol of Shiva that is dancing the cosmic dance of death and destruction in front of the CERN main building to redirect her energy inward to the destruction of the Ice Cube Observatory, along with the Hadron Collider Project. Let any stargates, time portals that are opening up for dark entities to enter be closed and sealed forever now. Let us now cut all ties to all computers and AIs that is connected to the air traffic controller for interstellar travel. We call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to any black magician, rogue players, secret societies, the ETs, WEF, Council of 300, the Borman Group, the Jesuits, the Illuminati, reptilians, Nazis, governments, military scientists, and any other being who has a God complex that are trying to manipulate the laws of nature on the planet, whether it is inside, on, or around the Earth, to stop manipulating particles and atoms through the Large Hadron CERN project and the Ice Cube Observatory, the HAARP, and or say any satanic ritual energy misuse of any kind. If they choose to continue, I ask their higher self and guardian angel to put them all in positions of harmlessness now. We see all veils of protection around these projects being removed now. In all facilities, let's all imagine many faulty electrical connections that will lead to the rupture of liquid helium enclosures, causing both a magnetic quench and several tons of helium gas escaping with explosive force. The incident will result in damage to over 50 superconducting magnets and their mountings and contamination of the vacuum pipes. See many electrical faulty connections between all 4,000 magnets. This will close down the CERN facility, and we want this done in a way no one is hurt or harmed. And as we shut down the CERN, it cannot connect to the Ice Cube Observatory. Now, imagine all 7 detectors working in disharmony and breaking down now. And all the computers, see all the ones and the zeros flipping front and back, as well as putting huge magnets in all their computers and backup systems, which cause a lot of crashes. Now, we're going to ask Ganesha put up many blocks around the Ice Cube Observatory, the HAARP, the CERN, so they cannot communicate with each other on any level, nor do their evil plans and works. So now focusing on the Ice Cube Observatory. The South Pole Neutrino Observatory is a cubic kilometer particle detector made of Antarctic ice, water, and located near the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station. It is buried beneath the surface, extending to a depth of about 2,500 meters. A surface array ice top and a denser inner subdetector deep core significantly enhance the capabilities of the observatory, making it a multiple purpose facility, which includes it being the most direct energy weapons installation facility on the planet. The Ice Cube Observatory is a gigantic neutrino telescope, which uses a cubic kilometer of ice as its primary mirror and the entire planet as a filter. So let's put up a mirror in front of this mirror of ice, sending the energy back to the ice cube in the same prevalence, neutralizing all frequencies like using a Rife machine. We're hitting it with the exactly same frequency it's putting out, which neutralizes that frequency. Because there's a lot more mass material between the South Pole and the northern hemisphere, namely the Earth, than between the South Pole and the southern hemisphere. Noise-inducing particles such as muons, as mentioned in the comments, are absorbed, scattered before they reach your detector. We ask that the neutrinos coming from the direction of the southern hemisphere are swamped by the cosmic ray muon background, and it's amplified over 10,000-fold. We call the Ganesha to put up many blocks and obstacles in the northern hemisphere that will create and amplify the noise, inducing particles along with the cosmic ray muon background, thus making it more difficult for the ice cube point source to function and making it take on so much extra work, it overloads and implodes on itself. See the ice under the observatory losing its clarity, getting milky, thus unusable. See the sea bottom work with the water currents, creating murky water and ice, making the ice unusable. The in-ice component of Ice Cube consists of 5,160 digital optical modules, known as the domes, each with a 10-inch photomultiplier tube and associated electronics. The domes are attached to vertical strings, frozen into 86 boreholes, and arrayed over a cubic kilometer from 1,450 meters to over 2,450 meters of depth. The strings are deployed on a hexagonal grid with 125 meters spacing and hold 60 domes each. The vertical separation of the domes is 17 meters. Around each equipment, let's imagine all the domes in a Faraday cage, thus unable to share info with each other. 8 of these strings at the center of the ARI are deployed more compactly with a horizontal separation of about 70 meters and a vertical dome spacing of 7 meters. This denser configuration forms the deep core subdetector. If this equipment is used as a direct energy weapon, let's place all the domes and the deep core subdetector in another bubble of mirror facing itself. As energy goes out, let it be returned, allowing the equipment to implode on itself. Let's also be done for all 81 ice top stations located on top of the Ice Cube strings. And all of this is now frozen into the ice. Imagine the domes' thick braid of cables, which are routed across the ice surface and then into the main building of the Ice Cube lab, having many breaks that can't be repaired. As the cables get divided and distributed to banks of processors that do the initial processing, event reconstruction, and filtering of the data, see these events are then loaded to the Ice Cube servers and then transmuted along the short daily period of satellite connection to the scores of scientists across the world who are taking part in the collaboration at any one time. Hard drives recording all the events or more detailed data are shipped back to the US every few moments. So again, we're going to ask that these computers, their ones and the zeros, keep flipping and flipping, which confuses the computer and screws up the program. So they can't share this information. See all these processors and computers losing their data as we also put huge magnets on all of them, which erases all information. And this includes data going out to all scientists not being used for humanity. And again, in your mind's eye, see the programming ones and zeros keep flipping, messing up all programs. Now we're also going to call to the elemental kingdom in those areas. The bugs, rats, fleas, termites, snakes, spiders, and mold to infest all surface buildings that hold ancillary equipment, such as compressors, ventilation equipment, control electronics, and refrigerator plants, as well as all buildings underground. As these elementals create homes, everything breaks down, ceasing to function. Let the elementals remain invisible until their jobs are done and equipment stops working. And we're going to call to the whales and the dolphins to send out their sound to neutralize this equipment. Now, the tongue-tied. The Achilles heel of neutrino detectors is that other particles originating in the nearby atmosphere can also trigger these patterns of bluish Chernikov light creating false signals. In your mind's eye, see the Ice Cube facing an onslaught of over 10,000 such particles every second, each of which would plausibly have been due to a neutrino. This causes much confusion thus shutting the observatory down and can't be used as a direct energy weapon. If not being used for the purpose of helping humanity, see Ganesha putting up many blocks and obstructions so the observatory cannot communicate with any other astronomy observatories worldwide. Also, disrupting all plans to expand the cube. See many energy blocks going up so they cannot communicate with any malevolent aliens from other worlds, nor help transport tongue-tied, nor help transport them to Earth. We cut all ties to Raytheon and Lockheed Martin, the defense contractors, who allegedly has the ability to create earthquakes worldwide through hidden directed energy. Again, let's put up mirrors in front of this equipment, send that energy back to its original source, and implode on all the equipment, making it irreparable. This includes all transmuting devices causing harm to any life form. The call to higher selves of all operators, scientists, techies, all military and ET personnel connected to the Ice Cube Observatory, the CERN, the Hadron Project, the HAARP, and we ask the Creator that if it's for their highest good, that they become reconnected to the Creator, becoming awakened conscious spiritual beings. Then let it be done. As they reconnect to the Creator, they see the results of their actions and now refuse to hurt or harm. They refuse to hurt any life form through any weather manipulation. For those that choose to keep these projects going, I ask their higher self, help them become dyslexic and short out as soon as they enter the work building, as well as touch any equipment associated with the HAARP, the CERN, the Ice Cube Observatory. We'll also ask their higher selves be put in positions of harmlessness and let them be guided to jobs elsewhere. Now we're going to call to the water elemental, and we're going to put up a lot of huge bottles of water around the Ice Cube Observatory, and it's going to be milky water. And we're going to command the water elemental now to mirror these milky bottles of water. So the CERN cannot misuse the water elemental, cannot use the ice, and it breaks down. All right, guys, I know this was long, but let's fill this up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. And I'm going to ask that this energy work is amplified. If anybody watches it later or listens to it, it's amplified over 100,000-fold. So thanks for tuning in and giving this energy, but y'all got to ground. So if you have that stone hematite, grab it, hold it till you're not lightheaded. If you don't have that, then stand up for me. And I want you to feel the earth energy come up your feet. And as that happens, your excess energy pulls in body. You become very grounded, very back, very centered. Feel that earth energy go all the way up past your knees, and all your excess energy pulls in. Your lightheadedness is gone. You become very, very centered back in body and filled with all these new possibilities. Now, if you're still energy high after that, and it is a nice day, take your shoes and socks off, go walk outside for 5 minutes until the lightheadedness is gone, all right? Don't want to do that? Go find your favorite tree, put your hand on the tree, send all your excess energy into the tree. When you've done that, for at least 30 seconds, more if you want, then ask the tree to send you energy back and you should ground. Don't want to do that? Go eat something. That'll help you ground. And before I go, I want to remind you that the World Enlightenment, Enlightenment Forum is up and running. It's www.worldenlightenmentnow.com. Join it. When you enter, you go to the top left side and it says a login. Click on that and join. I want to know how you feel about world enlightenment, how you think we can manifest it. And then go to the product page where, since I am censored so much on social media, I went to old school. We got bumper stickers, we've got t-shirts, magnets, all kinds of lovely things that you can grab. Anyway, and help world enlightenment go forward and really touch a lot of people. On that note, we're going to say aloha. We will catch you again. And thanks for joining. Oops.